Why, hello there, folks. Welcome to another round of Modern. My name is Dylan from Alternate Universes, and on the left we have Ian Flynn playing 4 to 5 color Indomitable Creativity versus Shaka Pinto on the right playing Rakdos Scam. Either two of the top dogs in the current format. Both of these decks are so good. One of which I think is a lot more fun to play than the other one, but that is my opinion. I like creativity a lot. Scam kind of bores me. But hot damn, if you do the thing, you do the thing real well. Ian led on a tapped Dwarven Mine. I was playing a tapped Stomping Ground for turn. The orientation of the camera looks to be a little off, but it's okay. Shaka's going to play a Dothy Voidwalker here. Ian's going to give that a quick little read. No, as I punch my microphone. Ian's going to bolt the Dothy. Notably that bolt will be exiled to the Dothy effect, as it'll go to graveyard, and then state-based action will kill the Dothy. We do fix that in a little bit. I was away from the camera at the moment, or at this time, because I was running to the basement to go get product for a customer. When I come back, I eventually notice it. Alright, the red and 6, just plussing on nothing. Missing turn 3 land drop.
Turn 2, I played a tap. This is turn 3, I missed the land drop.
Alright, Shaka plays the Thoughtseize here. Shaka will go down to 18. We see Creativity, Double Fable, the Mirror Breaker, and a Shadow Prophecy. A handful of exceptional cards, mind you. I'm a big fan, really, of all of them. Shadow Prophecy is a lot better of a card than I thought it was going to be.
Take the creativity. It's gone. 18. You're good.
Alrighty, Creativity being picked for the Thoughtseize effect. Makes sense to me. Ian finds a Bloodstained Mire. Gets his land for turn. Is also going to be able to repeat that land drop because of Ren and 6. Picking up that fetch land, baby.
Uptick, bring this back to my hand.
Alright, Ren picks up the Mire. I imagine we're going to see a Fable the Mirror Breaker here coming out. That is the case. Chapter 1 is going to make a 2/2 Goblin Shaman token.
Shaman thing, and I'll pass it back to you. Pass to you. Drop.
Shaga also misses a land drop, passes her turn. Or just passes the turn. You're going to see Chapter 2. We'll be able to discard 2 cards, or up to 2 cards, draw that many as well. Picks up, I think it's Steam Vents or a Scalding Tarn. One of the two. That is a Tarn. Having Ren on board on the during the turn or you chapter ability or chapter 2 ability for Fable is so good. You just drop a land, pick it back up. Right, going to terminate the token.
Targeting this? Yeah.
Will not get to attack and make a treasure token. But it's okay. Here's another Fable the Mirror Breaker. How funny would it be if Ian just like won this game off the back of Fables?
Yeah, pass.
Doesn't cast creativity, no archons, just kind of doing your thing, you know?
Two cards in hand? Ah, 3.
Alright, Shaka finds his third land drop. He's going to pass the turn again. Ian will fetch at the end of the turn, probably going to get one of his triumphs. Most likely Rogrin here to complete domain. It looked like he was getting the... Okay, gets a Dwarven Mine. We're going to make a Dwarf token. We're just putting beaters into play. Ian's deck is actually just good value cards and token beatdown. Which would be a better joke if we hadn't seen the creativity already, but we've seen it. And that's okay. You know where we will probably see creativity again? On Saturday, December 17th, when Alternate Universes Bluebell hosts a modern RCQ. It's a regional championship qualifier. That's right. And if you win or get second place, this is a double qualifier event. You get to go to, I believe, San Jose, California for the regional championship. And if you do well there, you can get an invite to the Pro Tour. That's right. So Saturday, December 17th, we'll be hosting that event. Registration will begin at 11 a.m. Decklists are required. And as it is a comp REL event.
Does that do something else too? It's a, what's it called?
And play will begin at noon. It'll be $30 to enter the tournament, $35 to store credit. There is credit pricing on the line as well, and promos. And we will be streaming the whole event on Twitch at Alternate Universes Live. And if you cannot make the Twitch stream, don't you worry about that, my friend. We will be posting it on YouTube. I will commentate the whole thing. We'll talk over it. I'll have deck lists in front of me, and we'll have a grand old time together. And the day after that, there's no A in that word, Don. Or you. What am I doing? We are hosting a Pauper 0.1K. Which means we're giving out $100 of store credit for a Pauper tournament. It's only $10 to enter the tournament. And if you are interested, we will be streaming that as well. And recording that and commentating that as well. Which I will have a blast of a time trying to figure out what everyone's commons are. As notoriously, I don't know how to play Magic. According to my modern customers. If you'd like to play in that event, you can call the store. Again, also Universal Bluebell. You can pre-register. Spots are filling up pretty quickly. We're capping at 32. I think we are over halfway full already. So if you have any interest in playing that event, I definitely recommend calling. $10. Yeah, have a good old time playing some Pauper at the end of the year. And that is Sunday, December 18th. That is Fable the Mirrorbreaker number 3. All the value. Pioneer players are sad right now. I don't know. Do people still want Fable banned to Pioneer? I know that was like a thing for a little bit. Is everyone just back on hating Karn? Which, like, is reasonable. I've owned 2 Pioneer decks in my life. One of them has been mono green. It's the only one I've actually really played. The deck's messed up. Alright. We have tokens galore on Ian's side of the board. Shaka, unfortunately, just hasn't really played anything in 2 or 3 turns now. And he's just going to scoop it up. He's way too behind on tempo. Ian will be taking game 1. And we'll be right back with game 2 in just a second, folks. Boom, look at that, game 2. Shaka leading on a Blackleaf Cliffs. The Black-Red Fastland. Ian leading on a Wooded Foothills. Alright, Dolphy Woodwalker coming out. Ian fetched. Not in response to the Dolphy, but with Dolphy on the board. Alright, they have a Rogren Tryman play. Just going to bolt the Dolphy. Bolt Exile to the Dolphy pile. As I said to both of these players, I feel like the Dolphy pile is the thing that I have to interact with the match the most with. Just, hey, the card's exiled. It's kind of important.
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with it either, so but that makes sense. Like,
It's very easy for both players to miss it. Playing the game regularly, and you're like, oh, that's right.
Are the Graven Cairns there? The Black-Red Filter Wind. There's a Dolphy
I
Voidwalker.
guess, like, so on the stack here, this is the one, this, right? Yeah. Probably doesn't particularly matter when I crack down.
With it on the stack, we're going to fetch this time. In case we find a red and 6. Imagine we get Zayator's Proving Ground here. If it's still a Triumph that they play.
Right, yeah.
Yep, there's the boxing ring.
And then it resolves.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Shaka passes the turn. Ian untaps, draws an Arcana Cruelty. Not always the card we want to draw. However, if we have persists, pretty solid thing.
At least 19. Think about it for a second.
Wait, you're already 19.
Am I? Would I have one less than
Actually, you're at 18 because you hashed out. This is the third fetch. Yeah.
Okay, 16. I understand right now.
Yeah, this
So
will
you're
make
going
it
to
17 now. You fetched twice, this is your third, you're going to 17.
Okay.
We are fetching, finding some lands, getting a basic mountain, it looks like. think just checking to make sure we have domain.
And
Maybe casting Leyline Binding here on the Dothy Voidwalker? Could also just be casting Fable. Looks like that is the play. Here's Fable the Mirror Breaker. Gonna make our shot and friend. The 2/2. Ooh, gonna cast Necromentia. If you do not know what this card does, you name a card name. And then you search target player's hand, library, and I want to say graveyard as well, for that card name. And then you exile any and all copies that you find of it. And for each card or copy taken from that player's hand, they get a 2/2 black zombie token. It's much like Surgical Extraction, or I think Unmoored Ego is the other popular one. It's a good card from Core 2021. Yeah, choose a card name other than a basic plan card name. And yep, graveyard, hand, and library. The only thing I couldn't remember was if it actually hit the yard. But it definitely does. It is 1 generic and 2 black mana cost. At 3 CMC, it is pretty solid. Mana value 3 for all of our Zoomer Magic players. I find it interesting. I don't know how much y'all follow like deck names and stuff and like deck trends, but there's in Legacy, there's 2 versions of Blue Red Delver now, where we have Boomer Delver and Zoomer Delver, and it's pretty funny. I don't know why, but I find it entertaining. Alright, all 4 copies of Archon have been taken away. However, Ian did get 2 zombies out of it. So he will be able to crack in for 6 damage on Shaka. There's 3 damage from the Dothy. Notably unblockable.
this is my hand. Deep draw.
Draws return. He was going to pitch a persist, and looks like 2 persist. Gonna draw 2 cards. Plays Scalding Tarn as a land for turn,
Swing 6.
and comes in for 6 damage. Puts Shock at a 14.
I thought you tweaked for a second. I was like, am I doing something wrong? I was like, I might be just like taking an illegal action. 6. Put you to 14. 14. So this is game 2. We're all at 14. Pass. EE was 0. EE for 0. Okay.
Where the shot could go.
We have an engineered explosive on 0 here. That's how Shaka can combat the token army.
Combat. 3.
Alright, Ley Binding on the Dothy Voidwalker here.
Pass you.
Alright, it's going to fetch down to 13. Probably getting the other Triumph Catria. No reason to get a Dwarven Mine here because it just dies to the EE along with the other tokens. I don't know what shock you would want, yeah. Ketra is the wave. the move. Do people even say the wave anymore? Probably not, right? Am I just old now? Y'all, am I old? No, you guys do not know who I am. Most of you. But. Alright, draw for turn. Fable goes to 3. Go on, flip over. Unfortunately, is summoning sick.
Well, when you go to combat.
EE has been popped. Tokens have been destroyed. The treasure token is also destroyed. We fixed that too.
So you can crack in response if you want to, but
Yeah, that's fine. Be it like inside. What's that? What's that?
Yeah, passes the turn.
2 cards? Yeah.
Plays Swamp as a land for turn. It's got a hard. Ooh, we're gonna kick a Torok. Okay, I'm here for this. Torok Dread Cantor. It costs 1 on a black, and then for another 1 on a black, you can kick it, and it has him to Torok as its kicked effect. Target player discards 2 cards at random. I think it's target opponent. I don't think you can target yourself. And then whenever an opponent discards a card, you get a +1/+1 counter on it. Which can be really good against like cycling and other random shit that like you just don't think about. Alright. Ian's going to fetch here. Gets a Dwarven Mine. Gonna make a 1/1. This is all in response to the Torok trigger. 1, 2, 3 mana. Casting a Shadow Prophecy.
I have Bluebird. So I'm going to look at the top 5. Put 2 of them into...
Going to look at the top 5 cards of his deck. He's going to lose 2 life. But he gets to put 2 of them into his hand and 3 of them into the graveyard. Giving Torok another quick read. Notably, also Torok protection from white, pretty big in the format currently. Still dies to Lightning Bolt though, and that is exclusively where I operate.
so let's just do.
Well, I'm gonna bail.
Oh, you're gonna.
Alright, going to cast Veil Summer here,
So then...
which will give him protection from black and blue cards. So you get to draw a card, and will not have to worry about discarding anything anymore.
And then I'll just enter.
Yep, the Torok ability will fizzle, which I think is what they're figuring out now.
I'll pass you. Ian, you're here, right?
Oh, I lost you.
Ian, playing this game exceptionally well for someone who literally cannot resolve their win condition because it's been ripped from the deck. Alright, red and a green. Here comes a red and 6. Imagine it's going to, yep, down. My phone has fallen from my lap onto the floor of my office. But red and 6 has taken down that Torok. Has put it back in the graveyard. Crack again for 4 damage here. Put shock at a 10.
2 cards? Yeah.
It's fine. PG requirement for you. It also, you can also stifle the help because these guys.
Ian has Steam Vents and I almost said a Domino Creativity. That is Leyline Binding in his hand. Shaka, unfortunately for us, keeps his hand concealed a little bit more than Ian does. It's going to tap 4 and play Grief.
So it has like the Thoughtseize effect when it enters.
I imagine with the trigger on the stack, Ian will just Leyline Bind to get.
But the ability still resolves.
And then reveals the Steam Vents. Cannot be discarded to Grief effect. Ian will fetch. I imagine getting another Dwarven Mine, making another beater. Token beatdown, baby. Token beatdown. Draws a Prismari command as his land for turn. Attacks for 5 damage here. Puts Shaka to 6.
Uptick Ren, bring back this, play it for turn.
Upticks Ren, picks up Wooded Foothills.
Pass.
Shaka draws a Blood Moon. But I think he's going to do a little too late for him.
I drew 4 very expensive creatures that don't have any counters on them, and proceeded to die because I spent too many down early. And it was like 10 down. I'm like, cool, I'm 4 lands behind. None of my stuff says 6 or less.
Retrieve my phone from the floor.
Blood Moon? Blood Moon.
Alright, the Blood Moon has come out. In response, we're going to make a token. Ian's litany of mountains that he has available to him at the moment. And then I think still in response, looks like we're going to cast that Prismari command.
I'm gonna deal 2 to you and make 2 treasures. I lied. 1 treasure.
Modes appear to be make a treasure token, deal 2 damage.
Considering the card draw.
Unless he wants to loot. But I feel like shooting him for 2 is just fine.
It's okay. Yeah. 5.
Yep, shoots him for 2. Makes the treasure.
Blood Moon resolves.
Moon resolves. And Shock is just going to pick it up.
Maybe another E.
Game 2 will be going to Ian, and that'll be the match. Thank you for watching, folks, and have a great rest of your day.